Hey, so this is my first day in my series of me building a business in public from scratch, as well as my self-improvement journey. So I'm going to be working on the raw, authentic stuff here, and if you want to tune in and watch or build with me, ask questions, give advice, doesn't really matter. I'm open to literally anything, but just wanted to log my journey here, and we're going to go ahead and start working on the thumbnails actually for today's video. So if you've seen any of my content on my channel before, which there's not really any of it, it's kind of was more focused on fitness stuff, but I did that a while ago. Now I'm focusing a lot more on the business aspect of stuff. So you'll see me working a lot with AI and AI automation, which is going to be what a lot of this business is about, as I am starting an AI automation agency. So this is going to be me logging that journey step by step, building with any of you guys that want to do the same, getting advice from you guys, giving advice to you guys, and learning along the way. And the goal with all this is to hopefully build a community of like-minded people that I can learn something from, and vice versa. So we're gonna head and start off here with the thumbnail generation for today's video, which is really funny because I'm actually using Pixels and it really sucks so far. I don't think I did a good job training the AI. If you don't know what Pixels is, essentially it's a couple of different plans. It starts at 20 a month and then goes up to like 80. I have the $40 a month, so I can create a persona, which is essentially just me generating images of my face. I give it like 20 base images and then it creates this AI persona of me that can put in the thumbnails, which right now isn't super accurate. But the idea behind that is it kind of automates all of the cool editing and the click-through rate for the thumbnails, because obviously you want really nice thumbnails to get people to click on your videos. So right now I'm trying to just start. Doesn't really need to be high quality, but I got 50% off my first month. There's a code, has nothing to do with me, but there's a nice code if you want to use it. It's called Summit in all caps, with one M, sorry. But so it's $20 for the first month, and it's honestly really useful. I just made the persona, but for today, we're going to be working on a little bit of YouTube stuff. So it's kind of the more marketing side of things. And I know I mentioned AI, but I'm going to be showing you how I use the AI to kind of speed up my work process. So I guess a good place to start off with this is going to be with the thumbnails. So I already explained Pixels, but I use Chat 4.5 because it's supposed to be good at writing, and I put a couple thumbnails that inspiration for, have it write a super in-depth prompt for it, and then I literally just copy and paste it until I get one that's pretty good, and then I save that structure for the future. So I have a general like clean idea that I'm going for. It's like this, except that face doesn't look anything like mine. It's pretty bad, but I'm probably gonna end up using that for today's video, so if it looks familiar. This is really clickbaity. I'm not a huge fan of it. I'd rather it be a little bit more like, I don't need the bright yellow in the background. It's good for like clicking because it catches your attention, but something between these two, like if it had that face, which is actually really accurate, but on here I'd probably use that. It's a really high quality title, but it uses 10 credits, so I get 1,000 per month. So I mean, yeah, that's all we got here. But I'm just going to keep messing with this throughout the video if you see me going back and forth. But while this generates, we'll go ahead and mess around with some other stuff. So in N8N here, I have a little automation I made. This is from Chat. But essentially, the goal with this is to cut all of the time to create YouTube videos as much as possible, because I've tried in the past and I never really stay consistent. And the issue is because recording can be a pain, but it's not necessarily the video. It's about all the stuff you have to do that goes into it, such as the thumbnail generation, come with a really good title. People hire whole teams for this stuff because it is that important, and it's the part that sucks, especially editing the video, doing color grading and all that. It's a huge learning curve, and spending all that time learning it, you could have learned something more valuable. I think that's where AI kind of comes in, is all I have to do right now for this YouTube stuff is turn on my camera and record and just wing it. I don't have a script for this. I don't have anything. And that's why it's kind of like the raw content. And literally all I have to do, sit here, record for 30, 45 minutes, depending on how long the videos need to be. It might just be 20. Depends on like what I'm doing that day, if I'm busy or not. And I hit stop recording. I'm using OBS. I have this whole really nice setup You can see here, it's like organized. It's like I have a nice background here and filter. I got a little shadow, a face cam. And so it's like really nicely set up, and I don't have to do anything else. And OBS already has a filter on it. So this is already technically a little bit color graded. And it's recording. I hit record, talk to the camera, and I hit stop recording. It uploads it to a file on my computer. And all I have to do is drag that MP4 file into Google Drive in a specific folder, and the rest is completely done for me. And all I have to do technically is sit back, and that's it. However, if I want the higher click-through rate, Pixels does not have an API that I'm able to access right now, so I do have to do that manually, but that takes about 5 minutes to do. So I just cut a 20-minute video from maybe 2 or 3 hours for like the editing, color grading, getting a good thumbnail, all that, to maybe with the recording time 30 minutes. So it's about a quarter of the time that I would spend before. And in my opinion, providing a lot more value is a lot more valuable than the really entertaining idea. So a lot of people come on here to entertain millions of people and they're fans, but they're not a community. I don't want to put myself above anybody. The whole idea is to meet other people that are on the same level, and the whole idea with this is not to like, hey, I'm like better than you in any way. I have no idea what I'm doing, which is why I'm starting this from scratch, is because it'd be nice, one, to show my kids like where I came from and my journey along the way, but also because I'll hopefully meet people and then build a little community around this. So with regards to this automation, so it's on the Google Drive upload, like I said, so I can literally just go to a file on my desktop, drag the MP4 file in, and it'll just get the file, download it, and it'll upload it to YouTube automatically. So the only things that it won't do is upload the thumbnail, which it could, but I'm doing that manually because I want to generate it on Pixels, speaking of. That's actually not that bad. I mean, I don't need the profile professional words, but like that doesn't look too far off of me. But yeah, I'll probably end up using one of these. I don't mind these thumbnails at all. It's getting a lot better. I'll probably use that one today with different like text or whatever. But yeah, that's not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. Yeah. But yeah, so what I could do typically is you can call some AI service and then simply have it generate for you and then attach it to the YouTube video, and then I can literally not have to do anything, but the quality on that's pretty low and the cost is also pretty high. So instead of having AI generate thumbnail through some other service besides Pixels, which Pixels is unmatched, like it's what everybody's using right now, and it's really, really high quality, which is why I'm using it. So it's worth that extra 5 minutes because it's going to convert a lot more people. But with regards to like the titles and the descriptions, all of that is completely AI generated. So like I have a video right here. It's like a random template, but it just has a description already in it and has a description like already set. And so all I have to do is go into Pixels. So for example, I'm hitting record right now, talking to the camera, showing my screen. I can switch between like screen, right? And then all I have to do once I do this is stop recording, drag the file in, and then while that's uploading to YouTube, which is going to be private, so it's not going to instantly go live. I can choose when it needs to. But I just go into Pixels and I get my thumbnail, and then I head over to YouTube. And then I'll go on here and I can go to my videos and I can go into like my private videos, which is really easy to do, and can literally just hit edit. So I can just go into your videos here and then can literally just hit, like for example this one right here, I can just hit this and it's a private video, description already be there, title already be there, and then I literally just drag that thumbnail from Pixels into right here, upload it, and I'm done, and then I hit post and I'm good. So description's done, title's done, editing's done, everything's done. I literally hit start, stop, while it's uploading, generate a thumbnail, drag it in, I'm done for the day. So I can hit 20, 30-minute YouTube videos every single day consistently. So instead of posting one really highly edited video for entertainment every single week, what I can do instead is come every single day here and upload a new video. And it might be like 30, 40, 50% the quality of these super highly edited videos, but I'm doing 7 times the volume. And I could technically do 2 of these a day. That would be less valuable in my opinion, because I wouldn't have Like there's only so many things I can record myself doing that actually provide value before it gets really boring. And even now, like I'm talking a lot, but not necessarily providing that much value. But that's the whole point of this being raw and authentic in the first place is I'm supposed to be making mistakes, and it's supposed to be like raw content, not highly edited, because highly edited content gets you fans. I don't want fans, I want a community. So that's the difference. But otherwise, I'm going to go with this. You can go ahead and edit. I really like this. I really like this a lot. Yeah, I don't like the suit. I'm going to do probably this color green shirt. But I really like, I don't know what I want to put for like the clickbait title. But yeah, so what I was going to do with this here, you can see, is create a little bit of a clipping system where it auto clips and then sends it off to 9 different platforms like TikTok, whatever, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, X, Blue, Fly, I don't even know some of them, but I use Blotato for that, and also use Vizard for clipping because it's the cheapest one that has really good API. And to be honest, I was going to do that, but I'm not going to, because the whole point of this content is that it's raw and authentic and it's useful for you guys. And I don't need to clip it and put it around for entertainment purposes on socials, because shorts are just for entertainment. It's very hard to get value, especially moving like very under edited. If it's like highly edited and like motivational or informational, then I get that. But my stuff's not going to be highly edited when you clip it. It's just going to be like clips of text, like 10 seconds, like what I just said could be clipped. And I think that's really great for channels that are highly edited, releasing those videos once a week that you can clip 50 clips out of and then schedule 10 a day, which is great. But I don't find that being useful, especially not for like the $40 or $50 a month that I have to spend to do it. However, with that said, I am definitely going to use this system for other things, such as working on like a complete autopilot system for lead gen. So AI automation agency, need to get leads from somewhere, and what a lot of people have been doing on socials is creating like a fully AI run account, which I'm also working on, where it's this account is run by an AI agent, and it is, but like technically it's not, but it is, the posts are. And so people see that and are like, oh, I want to know how to do that because I want to do the same thing. And that's going to make it blow up, and you can be like comment this, and then use ManyChat, send them the link, and when they click the link, it's going to increase your shares and whatever. So basically it's a viral loop, but you don't have to make any of it, so you can just make a template and then have it on a schedule each day. So technically I could have AI post for me 5 times a day, and it could be like a viral loop that I can just go to bed every night and give it 3 weeks, and I've posted 80 videos. One of them is bound to go pretty viral if I do a good job on it. And so make something like that. And the whole idea behind that is I would just put like a link to my website in the Instagram bio, for example, and just have people like reach out to me for leads. And you have 2 different ways you can take this, as B2B or B2C. I mean, there's probably other ways that I'm not super experienced in this, but for B2B, it's like put your like agency website, and then the people that see that video be like, oh, I want somebody to do that for my agency, and then I'll do it for you, etc. Or you could do the B2C. What a lot of people are doing is go viral and then be like, join my school community to learn how to do this. And then that's where the money's at, but it's a lot harder to get people in. You got to be really skilled to do that. Which I'll probably do 2 different accounts and see which one works better. There's no point not, because I can just duplicate it, change the account info, and just post like almost the same thing with different themes on 2 different accounts. But instead of in one description, put the school community in the other description. But the only problem is if I'm doing like agency work, and then I have a link to like my agency website or my email, then I'm just going to be getting more leads from my agency. Versus if I have a link to my school community, that means I'm going to have to make all of that like video for that school community, and all of the products and all of the info products and everything, like the downloadables, the files, the videos, and then managing it, bringing guests and all that. So that kind of splits the work from agency and school. The only thing is like, I say that, but it's worth the work because school communities are unbelievable profit right now. So that's like if I have time, but the problem is I'm also a full-time college student, not right now, but in a month. I'm part-time right now. But next month I'm going to be fully in the fall, so it's like I don't think I'm going to have the time to be able to split the 2 of those. So like I can't do school, running an agency full-time, and running a school community full-time. So I think it would be more beneficial for me to just feed people in my agency that I can just focus on school and agency. And it might not be as scalable in the long run, But worst case scenario, I just keep building up an audience, make a wait list, and then eventually when I do release the Skool community, if I do have time, then I'd have a wait list built up and a bunch of people. Otherwise, I can just have a free community and just like not put as much effort into it because it's free. But at that point, this is what this channel is, so there's no really point in doing that. But that's kind of the idea behind all this. Yeah, let's just finish up for the day. I don't know how long am I recording for? 15 minutes? We'll probably go for like 30. But what I want to start doing here is answering comments. Obviously, there's not going to be any when I first start posting because I got to get the traction first, but there's no doubt in my mind that that's going to happen. And when it does, I'll probably set aside 10 or 15 minutes at the beginning of each video to talk to y'all in the comments. I don't know if it's going to be like me answering your questions, most likely you answering mine because I have no experience with this. I've tried to run like 3 businesses in the past and I've only got them up to like my biggest on like 5,000, and that's not that impressive, and that was like an outlier too. So not like any big numbers like people were saying like I'm making 30K a month online. No, hasn't happened yet. That's what the goal of this is to log that and watch it happen live so that can learn a couple things and hopefully build a community. I just have no reason not to be recording. I have a nice camera. I have a setup. Like I'm gonna be doing this anyway, so I might as well show y'all how to do it, and then people actually use it, and maybe it blows up. Maybe it doesn't. But yeah, I like this. I'm gonna go ahead and edit it and put please replace profile with automate everything. I mean, we talked about YouTube today, so I'll probably do like automate YouTube. I'll probably do automatic YouTube videos. And then I also want to do I want the shirt to be this shirt, like the olive shirt that I'm wearing right now. Otherwise, should be fine. I like it. We'll see. We'll see what it does. Oh, I forgot to select the shirt. Oh, that's okay. You live and learn. Once I have a good general understanding of this, how this works. I just got this morning. I've just been messing around with it, so see how it works. But another cool thing I would love to show you guys is my crazy hair. So working on a little assistant, because there's a lot of people teaching everybody how to like start AI agency businesses because everybody wants more money, but I'm finding a lot of people also like passion jobs, they don't really need the money, so they're in it for the passion. And I think what's really valuable is everybody's focused on the business side of AI right now, but nobody's focused on like the personal side of AI right now. So hair in my mouth. I would be more than happy to start looking through, I'm big into the gym and health, diet, whatever, just longevity stuff. And I don't really see any people messing with that with AI. Like everybody's focused on selling like business stuff, but nobody's focused on like your AI assistant that like makes your workouts for you or makes your meals, like tools that you can actually use in everyday life that save you time to then spend on more work if you want. But messing around a little bit with this little master agent, it looks really complicated. It's not. This half the stuff doesn't even work. It's just wired up and I haven't set up the credentials. But yeah, trainer, nutritionist. Yeah, so like in here, this is a vector store. It uses RAG. So essentially it takes a bunch of information from a document, I can upload like a doc file. No, it didn't. Oh, my bad. That's bad. Wait, did it start? I didn't start recording. That's good. All right. I don't know. I hate that it does that. It's okay. So, what was I saying? Oh, so all my information is set in a vector store, which I'll just upload it here, and then it'll send it off and embed it. And then now, separately, when I go and Telegram, it's this is a little bit, it's not super complicated. Basically, like it splits it between voice or text. So if I send a text in Telegram to my AI agent, then it'll send it to an AI. If I send a voice, it'll transcribe that and then send it to an AI. So it just gives you two modes of communication. I prefer voice because I talk a lot faster than I can type. Um, but yeah, so then I can just be like, hey, can you make me a meal for today based on my preferences? Should be in my nutrition database, for example. Like I literally just say that on my phone, and it'll go ahead and spit out all of my information. Which actually I'll just no, it's not wired up right now. I was gonna say I'll just show you, but it's not wired up. Um, no, I think it is wired up. Let me try this really quick. Well, if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work, but I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys really quick because it's very neat. So if I can go on my phone and go to Telegram in the chat and say, can you make me a breakfast that meets my dietary goals? You'll find this in my nutrition agent store, and it should be like 1,200 calories with just the foods that I like to eat and that meet my goals, please. That was way too much. That was like a lot extra, I know. I overtalk, but I don't know, how can you see this? So I sent it off, you probably can't see it super well, into Telegram, and that's my voice message right there. And so it'll wait a bit, and there you go, it just responded just now. So you can't really read it, but that's my Telegram bot. It said, here's a breakfast meal plan for you, about 1,200 calories, eating only foods you like that support your dietary goals. 4 eggs, 1 cup of raw cow's milk, an avocado, cup of mixed berries, 4 dates. High in protein, supports muscle building, and fits your whole foods approach, tailored to your lean bulk goals, and let me know if you want swaps or tweaks. And that took me 15 minutes to make. So in order to get these to other people, one, you could like put in an app, have like the auth and like sign in, and then have a data store like in Supabase or something you can log into and make this like mainstream. I tried that actually. I did a lot of mobile app development recently, and it's great, but it's very hard to start off with no resources in mobile development. I believe a lot more in the whole start an agency, sell to other businesses first, because then you learn how business works and how business models work. If you just start into like a B2C and like trying to sell things to people, I don't think it works out super well. And that's purely because of the fact that you don't know what you're doing, and it's a lot harder to sell to a mass of people than just sell to one person and one business. And then also you don't get to learn all about business. But that's kind of mentality behind it. But I just want to talk about how like this, I spend like so much time on my health and it's really important to me. And this, I can just chat now instead of trying to think of it. And it takes so much time out of my day because now I can just say, make me a grocery list for the week that meet all my like calorie daily goals. And it'll just send me a grocery list. It knows what stores are near me, what stores I shop at. It gives me all of that. So then in 10 seconds, grocery list for the week, please. And it knows exactly when to do it. So speeds up your life a lot and it helps me out. So I think that's really neat. And I don't think anybody's talking about that right now, of like how you can speed up your own life. Yeah, see, it didn't mess with the shirt on here. Please make the suit and tie go away and instead a olive t-shirt with a silver necklace. What else we got here? Do you think the text should be bigger? No, I actually like how it is. Yeah, I like how it is. Wow, that's actually really nice. Yeah, that's probably gonna be today's thumbnail. It's really funny. If you clicked on this video, you're gonna see me making the thumbnail for the video in this video, which is really funny to me. But I can actually I can show you at some point in time. I can show you guys my exact flow to actually like do this and make it work, which is really neat to me. But while this is generating, what else do we have to do? Title. I actually have never used the Pixels title generator before, which I think is really interesting, and I'm gonna try it out because I also haven't set up the flow for my titles yet. I don't really have too many things right now besides the nutrition thing that I just showed you, but I have a lead gen, which I can show you, I guess, but it's what I use. So I'm doing cold email campaigns right now using Instantly to message businesses, and so yeah. So this is my campaigns. Bounce rate's really high. It was a really crappy campaign, to be honest. My first one, but it was bad. But yeah, so I use Instantly. I'll go on Apollo as well if you're familiar with this. And you basically, all it is it scrapes all of LinkedIn and it gives you everybody's emails, names, crap ton of information. It's all enriched, if you will. And you can just copy the link to whatever filter you have on and then paste it into this thing called Appify. And it scrapes all this information for the website, so you don't actually have to pay for the subscription on Apollo. And that's what this does. So I submit the link in a form, and then it'll go through and scrape all of those people that are on my link from Apollo, and then it'll go, from Apollo, and it'll go get the leads from Appify, and then filter just the data that I want here, and then take out any of them that don't have emails, and then add it to Google Sheets, which I can actually show you my Google Sheets here of LinkedIn leads. So yeah, all of these leads, 379. This one should have way more. Yeah, 473, and this one about the same, 455. But these are all leads and the scrape. So then I set up some automated emails in Instantly, which that's probably what we're going to be working on for the rest of the week here, because I need to get leads going. Today was kind of a little bit of a screw off because it's the first time I'm doing this and I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing anyway. But once I figure that out, then we're gonna actually start we're gonna build a business here. It would be really cool if I could upload daily and from zero to $1 million business at valuation. But I probably don't even know what I'm talking about when I say some of this stuff now that I think about it. But the rest of this flow, typically, I don't have it connected right now because I don't want it to, but if you connect it here, it'll go through each of the leads one by one, all like 400 of them, and it'll do research on that company. It'll search using Perplexity, and it'll do background research on all of them, and then create a very, very custom outreach email, and then update that in the sheet. And it's the icebreaker, which I include at the beginning of the email and Instantly. So this is my copy. Could be really bad, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. But this is hey, first name, which again, I import all the leads in here. Icebreaker is going to be the very personalized, like 2 sentence message. Hope you don't mind giving this a quick 30-second read, but I recently put together an outreach system that uses AI to generate leads. Puts up impressive numbers, only costs a few cents to run. You were one of the first people I found looking into it. I've never met anyone that didn't want more leads, so this be of any value to you. I'll handle all the heavy lifting, and I'm confident in the system, so I would guarantee at least 100 new leads in your first 2 months, including setup time, no risk for you. If this is any value to you, I'm open to hop on a call anytime to send over more details, whichever works best for you. It was out of blue and probably a long shot, but it seemed like a huge opportunity, and it seemed wrong not to spread the wealth. Warm regards, Setting Count. So Setting Count should be just my name at this point, if you preview it. But I have a bunch of different emails I had to buy. Yeah, see, like on the actual account, it's not like my name. Oh, that's her name. Setting Account used to be like there, Edward, Jason, Joshua, but they're just pre-warmed accounts. Just so I can send more emails, because I can really only send like 30 a day. But that's how all of this works. That looks hmm. um no, I'm just gonna edit this from scratch again. Sharp sharp why is this being weird? I'll put this in chat. Why not? Sharp high-res YouTube video thumbnail featuring a young adult entrepreneur in a realistic portrait style, clear professional studio and subject position to the right. Third, make direct eye contact with optimistic or subtly curious. Background is minimalist, clean black, so soft glow green. On the left side, short, impactful, informational title text using modern bold white location under the primary keyword with a vibrant yellow slightly curved. Maintain a polished, sophisticated, friendly look, optimize high TTR, pristine quality image. Background is minimalist. On the left side, I shorten the title text that says automatic YouTube videos. Let's not do that. Automatic YouTube videos, vertically centered in line. Okay, so it's giving me the suit because we're saying young adult entrepreneur in a realistic portrait style. So, wearing a olive t-shirt and a thin silver necklace in a realistic portrait style, lit with clear professional studio lighting. What else can we add to this? Let's look at this one. I like the underline. The text could be a little bit larger, but we can just change that once it gives it to me, unless that's somewhere in the prompt. Large, bold, white, lowercase, sans serif font, and then primary keyword, vibrant yellow, so they organic underline. As if drawn by a pencil. Friendly look, optimized for high CTR, 69, pristine. Yeah, we'll try this. I have some credits to burn, so I'm not overly concerned. Yeah. See what happens there. I'm probably going to end this off in a couple minutes, purely because I don't want it to be too unbearably long. But I'm going to start using Excalidraw and plan each day. I'll add little like nice boxes. I'll make it look pretty for you guys, of course. But start using Excalidraw for like what we're gonna do each day, and then tomorrow we're most likely gonna end up working on the Instantly campaigns. We're gonna scrape Apollo. I'll walk you all completely through that. If you're looking to start an automation business, this is definitely a really good one to sell. I can't really say that with credibility because I've never actually sold one, but I use it. I know a lot of people use it, and I know a lot of people sell it. I'm working on selling it. But the only thing that I'm starting to learn is when I'm doing this cold outreach on the mail right here, I'm saying like, hey, I have this cold outreach system. Everybody's gonna read that email and realize that this cool AI cold outreach system that you use is exactly what you're using on them, and nobody's gonna message you back. So I've gotten replies, and all of them have just been like no's. So I'm gonna try to find something else and then try to upsell it on the lead gen. So after kind of the fact. So for example, for the digital marketing type of agencies, is I can reach out to these people, and instead of saying like I have a lead gen for you, I can say something along the lines of like auto clipping. I'm gonna send them a Loom video, which I'll record on the next one. We can do a little demo with that. We can do, what else can we do? Clipping. We can do email auto response. So like there's a really cool thing where you can set like in Gmail, you can set tags that category like spam, you have like important questions, whatever, and you can have feed that through AI. When you get an email, it'll categorize it, and then for the important ones that are like questions, you can draft an auto response using AI, so that if you have people going in to respond, you actually already have a draft response. You can read through really quick, edit it if you want to, and then send it out. So it cuts a lot of the time. Just anything that you would think a digital marketing like company would use, is a lot of them would probably use clippers. And the important thing to note about this is digital marketing isn't necessarily going to be like selling to people, because I'm focused on B2B digital marketing. So when I reach out, it's not like, hey, for your content, you can make more clips. It's going to be, hey, I know that you help people clip content. Let me give you this tool that's going to increase your workflow of you sell to people. So it's like you're selling to the seller, which is a lot more profitable because you can very easily guess how much they're making, and also they're going to start making more money off of it. Versus like if you're paying somebody for clippers, it's like they can just pay clippers anyway. They probably are. Versus you find somebody that is like, hey, you're going to make more money and nobody's going to know that I sold this to you, and it's going to look like you're offering more value, more lead nurturing, whatever. I don't know. I just like the idea better of selling straight to a different business, B2B, rather than selling to like a business who's directly marketing to people, because I don't know super a lot about it. I'm kind of new to the whole like marketing to a large audience thing. I'm better off with like people, like one-on-one. But that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. So we're gonna start a new campaign to the digital marketing people, probably like 5,000 emails. We're gonna make a follow-up. I'm gonna show you guys how to scrape it, how to make an automation that automatically scrapes it for you, how to get the Apollo link, and then we're gonna make a nice icebreaker. We're gonna make honestly, might not do an icebreaker, might just make the entire email, I don't know, personalized. That, like, it'll look better. And then we're gonna record a Loom video, attach the Loom link, and then embed it inside of an image that's in the email, so it kind of looks like the video's in the email, and then when they click it, it takes them to an external link. But that, never done before, never seen anybody do it before. I'm sure somebody does it, but I'm gonna split test that. So I'm gonna do with and without the Loom video link in it, and see like if the Loom video converts better, because it's a lot more personal. Like, it would be as if I'm like talking to the camera right now, like trying to sell to a business, but it's like I'm not trying to sell them, I'm just trying to pique their interest, so they email me back, and then we can get on a call, and then I have no idea what to do after that because I've never gotten there. But oh, I look kind of jacked. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna download that. What I want to do is I'm gonna set up a little AI thing at some point in time. I don't know how to do it. It'll take me a little bit, but I want to make it so that like when I download straight from Pixels, it'll go to its own folder with the YouTube video, so that I can just drag it in with the YouTube video, and then they both upload, and like I don't have to like go on YouTube and drag it in. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like when I hit download it, it just automatically downloads it and then uploads it to YouTube on the video. So then I don't know, it saved me 10 seconds, so it might not even be worth it, but I quite enjoy this stuff. So yeah, that's all for today. I got the thumbnail. I'm gonna generate a title really quick, goof off with that, and then send this video in, and that thumbnail right there is going to be the one that you see in this video title at the end. So see you guys tomorrow, and please comment. I would really love to answer some comments if anybody sees this. But otherwise, we'll be here day after day after day, and we're not gonna miss a single day until. Well, I don't want to set a goal because then that'll. I'm gonna try not to miss a single day with this, but yeah. See you later. Tomorrow.